Tracy Granberry.
I'm Doug Bro.
And this is a new way to cook. Today Doug is going to teach me how to make Abelskiever, and then we're going to make a not so wicked hot chocolate. Because you want your guests to come and visit you over the holidays, it can't be all work and no play. So you mix a little bit of naughty with a little bit of nice, and it all works out fine.
So Tracy, this is actually my mother's cookbook. It's called From Danish Kitchens, and although she probably knew it by heart, it does have the same recipe for buttermilk pancake balls, or Abelskiever. All right, and Abelskiever is actually a word it means apple slices, because at one time these pancake balls, or you can still put chunks of apple inside. So the first thing I did was I measured out 2 cups of flour, and then I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of cardamom in here. Okay.
What does the cardamom add to it?
Well, it gives it a little flavor. It's kind of a traditional. I have this ground cardamom here. It's kind of a traditional Scandinavian flavor.
Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of, is it orange? Did I take orange?
No, it's that is from a spice shop up in Oakland, and it's called Oaktown Spice Shop. They have the freshest stuff, man. If you want really pungent cardamom or any spice, that's a good place to go.
Okay.
All right, so I put teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda in the flour here. We're going to separate the yolks from the whites here. And I'll show you a little trick. You squeeze this bottle, and then let it go.
How cool is that?
And there it is.
And
put it in there with the
That's perfect.
So I put it in there with the sugar. And
you do that 2 more times?
2 more times. Look at that.
That's too cool.
Yeah. All right. So these we can whip those up really foamy.
Okay. You want 50?
Yes. The stiffer the better. Well, I've got a little lemon extract right here.
Okay.
So this is, so I know I'm naughty, but this is actually reduced fat cultured buttermilk. So it's not all that naughty.
Buttermilk is natural and no fat. So that's a good thing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Boy, I didn't know that. I feel wonderful now. Thanks for telling me that. But I don't prefer the flavor.
So you're just going to fold the egg whites into the batter.
So now we'll just fold those in there.
Okay, so the first step to cooking.
All right, so we're gonna start this up medium heat, and then we'll put a little butter in the monk pan. So this is how you make apple skewer. This little pan is called a monk pan. You can also, I also have an electric one, but I really think the best ones come off the stove.
Yep.
So we put a little piece of butter in each one of these little pockets. And we're gonna start baking our apple skewer.
Okay.
So I let the butter melt, and then here's my little dispenser. So we're gonna fill these little cups up about halfway.
Okay. And what's the temperature? Medium, high?
It's medium high. Okay, so
Okay, it's looking like
we're ready
yep,
here.
the butter's almost
Yeah.
not quite brown.
Yeah, so we're gonna put one in here. So you see how that dispenses? You can get a little bit there. Okay, I'll put a little in here. Okay. If you don't get enough, you can open it up again. See, so you just squeeze it. Squeeze that handle. And then this is a historic day here in Claremont. All right, so there's a one turn, kind of a one turn. All right, so there's one. And I think this guy is almost ready. I like to right away, but we can flip them over a couple times.
What about this one?
That's one ready to go. Yes, ma'am. All right. And I think this one's ready to go. Okay. Put him down here. All right, so these guys still have a little bit to go.
You might need to beat that.
All right, let me show you how we dress up a serving of these. We put it on our Christmas plate. We're going to take a little red sauce I made with just some strawberry marmalade that I've diluted a little bit and made my sauce. You can put all kinds of sauces on, whatever you like. Get that done.
And then you heat it in the microwave?
Yeah, I just heated that up a little in the microwave to give it a little more, make it a little more liquid. And then I just put a little confectionery sugar on there. Okay. Tracy, would you like to try one?
I would love to try one of these.
All right.
So I want a nice crispy one. I think
That
one's got my name on it. You gonna have one with me?
Yes, I will.
All right.
Absolutely.
Here
All
we go.
right. Now, so in Denmark they say skål when they have a drink. We can say skål with apple skewer.
Say it again.
Skål.
Skål.
Skål. What do you think?
Good.
Taste that lemon?
Mm-hmm. Light and airy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Not too sweet.
It's not too pancakey, really. It's not a biscuit.
No, it's not.
It's a pastry, right?
It is.
Mm.
So Jacques Torres actually was the person who developed the original Wicked hot chocolate recipe. So I've taken that recipe and I'm going to adapt it to make it mine, and it'll be not so wicked. That way you can have your hot chocolate and drink it too. So the ingredients that I need are all right here in front of me. I'm going to start off with 2 cups of low-fat milk. I'm just going to place 2 cups of low-fat milk in a saucepan with a stick of cinnamon. Then we're just going to turn the pot on and heat the milk and the cinnamon stick until it's just foaming. And in the meantime, while that's going on, so I'm going to put it on medium heat. Low heat, medium to low heat, and let it get going. And while that's going, I'm going to mix the other ingredients in this bowl. And so I'm going to take 2 teaspoons of cocoa, and you know cocoa has some antioxidant properties, so it's actually pretty good for you. 2 teaspoons of cocoa, 2 teaspoons of water, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and then I'm going to whisk this all together until it becomes a paste. And what made the original recipe wicked, so wicked, was that it's made with whole milk, heavy cream, and powdered milk on top of that. So this is a much lighter version. So it'll be just a little wicked. And so we're just going to amp up the flavor a little bit by adding the spices to the mix. And the spices that I'm going to include are allspice, ancho chili powder, and chipotle chili powder. Okay, so my milk is just heated, so it's just about to foam. So I'm going to take it off the heat. I'm going to remove the cinnamon stick and add it to my paste. And then we're going to add the spices. And so I'm going to add just a pinch of chipotle chili powder. Okay, maybe 2 pinches. And a pinch of ancho chili powder. And the recipe calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice, which in essence is a pinch. And then my added ingredient is going to be 1/2 teaspoon of Doug's homemade vanilla. Then I'm going to whisk it all together. Smells a little wicked. So that everything comes together. And then I'm going to pour it into some cups and grate just a bit of some good quality dark chocolate on top. Smell it. It's got less fat and all the flavor. And then we just grate a little bit of dark chocolate on top. You could add, a few marshmallows if you like. But be sure to get some chocolate on top. You can do it to your preference. And voila, not so wicked hot chocolate. All right, Doug, you have to try this.
I was just waiting.
Just waiting?
Thank you.
Okay.
Let me skull you.
Skull.
Skull!
To be not wicked.
That is
not
great.
Not so wicked, it's pretty good.
That is tasty.
Tasty. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
From Doug and I, and a new way to cook, Merry Christmas.
Glad
Happy
of you.
holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year.
The Claremont Club, inspiring a community of healthy living.